everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm astrologer Rinti and I'm also a healer. From my YouTube video thumbnail, I think you already got an idea what I'm going to talk about today. Yes guys, your future mother-in-law. So in astrology or from a birth chart, we do see the 10th house and planetary position in the 10th house to predict the future mother-in-law's characteristics. Also, if Dashmesh, which means the lord of the 10th house, is positioned in different houses, that also have an effect how your future mother-in-law will be. So let's start. I'm beginning with the planetary prediction, and then in the second half of the video I'm going to talk about if your Dashmesh, which is the lord of the 10th house, is positioned in different houses, then how those effect will be in your life. So let's start. Prediction based on planetary position. If Dashmesh, as I mentioned, Dashmesh means the lord of the 10th house. So if Dashmesh is weak or staying into enemy's house, then your future mother-in-law will have sheep behavior. If Dashmesh is staying in his own house or stay in a friend's home, then that creates a Raj Yoga. And then your mother-in-law will be a powerful woman who can rule and keep her words in her behavior, and she will behave with you as a real mother. So, number 1 planet, Sun or Ravi. So, if your 10th house lord or Dashmesh is a Sun, then your mother-in-law will be like a dictator, born ruler, and she will not like anybody go against her decision. So, if you have Sun in your 10th house, then you have to be a little bit careful because your mother-in-law will not be an easy person. Number 2. If Dashmesh is Moon or Chandra, if Moon is located in your 10th house, then your future mother-in-law will be very polite, soft-speaking, and caring type of person. Here, if Moon is good, then mother-in-law will be much professional and always work based on reality, not on emotions. But if Moon is malefic, then your future mother-in-law will play with your emotions and cheat on you, which is not good. Number 3, Mars or Mangal. So, if Dashmesh is Mars or exists into 10th house, then your future mother-in-law will be with tough nature, because Mangal or Mars is a planet of fire. It represents anger, fiery energy. So no soft behavior. Do not expect that your mother-in-law will be soft type of person if Mangal or Mars in your 10th house. So as I mentioned, if Mars is in the 10th house, then mother-in-law will be with tough nature, good orator, and always maintains discipline. And if Mars is favorable, then mother-in-law will be very helpful towards you. But if Mangal or Mars is malefic, then mother-in-law will have rude and selfish nature and will not have good bonding with you. Number 4, Mercury or Buddha. Mercury exists into 10th house, then your future mother-in-law will be minded and chatterbox. If Mercury is in a favorable placement or favorable position, then she will provide protection to you with her mind. But if Mercury is placed negatively or if the planet Mercury is malefic, then her argument will always prove you as the culprit of any unfortunate situation. Number 5, Jupiter or Guru. Jupiter exists into the 10th house, then your mother-in-law will always keep talking about character and philosophy. But she would behave exact opposite of it. If Jupiter is in a favorable position in your birth chart, then your mother-in-law will be very caring and soft-hearted. But if Jupiter is negatively placed, Like if Jupiter is with any enemy planet or in any enemy sign, then your mother-in-law can be very sarcastic. Number 6, Venus or Shukra. If Venus is in your 10th house, then your future mother-in-law will be modern and fashionable. If Venus is well placed, then your mother-in-law will help you in terms of art. But if Venus is not placed positively, then she will act like a king and hates any form of arts. Number 7, Saturn or Shani. If Saturn exists into the 10th house, then your future mother-in-law will be very stubborn and narrow-minded type of person. If Saturn is placed positively, then your mother-in-law will be helpful to you in any complex social problems. But if Shani or Saturn is not positioned positively, if it's with any enemy planet, or if Saturn is placed in any type of negative or enemy sign, then your future mother-in-law will keep you busy in lots of social problems and she will be very hard on you. Okay, so then comes Rahu. So if Rahu exists into 10th house, then mother-in-law will be lazy and always she will oppose your work. If Ketu or south node of the moon exists into 10th house, then your future mother-in-law will be interested in your work, but you will feel very detached from your mother-in-law because Ketu is a planet which represents detachment. Now, I will talk about if Dashmesh or the Lord of the 10th house is placed in different houses, then how your mother-in-law will treat you. So, number 1, if Dashmesh is placed into your first house, into your natal chart, then your future mother-in-law will have same nature as you because first house represents ourself. If Dashmesh or the Lord of the 10th house is placed into your second house, then mother-in-law will treat you like your own family member, or she will consider you as her own family because second house represent family. If Dashmesh exists into the third house, then your mother-in-law's nature will be like your siblings, or she can treat you like your and her relationship bonding will be more like a siblings rather than mother-in-law and daughter-in-law because third house represents siblings. If Dashmesh is in the fourth house, then your mother-in-law will be like your real mother because fourth house indicates our own mother and home environment. So either she will be like your real mother or she will treat you like her own daughter. So you both will have more like a mother-daughter relationship. If Dashmesh is placed into the fifth house and Dashmesh is with a friendly sign or friendly planet, if it's placed properly, positively in the fifth house, then the nature of mother-in-law will be exactly same as you wish. If Dashmesh is placed in sixth house and if the position is positive, then your mother-in-law's nature will be like your own family member and she will be very helpful towards you. If Dashmesh exists into your seventh house and if Dashmesh is in a friendly sign or with friendly planets, then your mother-in-law will be like your own spouse. She will be very loving towards you. Now come to 8th house. 8th house represents our secrets. So if Dashmesh exists into 8th house, then your mother-in-law will be very good at keep your secrets safe. So you will be able to share anything with your mother-in-law and she will definitely take care of your secrets. She will not tell anybody. So after 8th house, now comes 9th house. If Dashmesh is in your 9th house and positioned wellly, then your mother-in-law will always provide motivation for taking calculative risk. If Dashmesh is in your 10th house, then your mother-in-law will be pretty ideal, a good moral type of person. If Dashmesh exists into 11th house, then your mother-in-law will be very helpful to you to increase your fame, because 11th house represents our social life. If Dashmesh exists into your 12th house, then your mother-in-law will be like your enemy, because 12th house represents our hidden enemies, and in that case you have to be very careful. I hope you liked my video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up. And who already have mother-in-laws, please let me know if this prediction already resonate with you. If you have not subscribed my channel, please do to get more useful and new videos. I will bring another exciting and interesting video pretty soon. Until then, you all take care. And bye-bye for now.